in this afternoon. BattleRoyal Entertainment coming through Shorty T's studio in St. Pete, Florida. Checking in with our boy Blow.
What's up?
Man, it's been like a year since we sat down last and did our written interview and touch base.
Been about a year long here, been on the road working, doing a lot of stuff.
A lot has changed in this past year.
Yeah, a lot of stuff. New direction, you know what I'm saying? Same blow though.
Same blow.
Yeah, just becoming an entrepreneur, you know what I'm saying? Grinding, learning about the game, going places, traveling, meet people, working with a lot of people, man. Food should be fucking with.
Speaking of people that you've worked with over the past year, I know DJ Nando was the DJ for your last mixtape that you dropped, Living Off Wealth. If you haven't heard it, you need to check it out. And R.I.P. Nando, he passed away since this has happened, correct?
Yeah, he passed away about a couple of days when the mixtape dropped. Shout out Coalition DJ, shout out everybody in Atlanta rocking with me. DJ Nando is definitely, if any DJs know, he's one of the hardest DJs really to get. He really supports things. He's really going to go the whole distance. He showed me a lot of love from day one when I came out to Atlanta on the scene. So definitely R.I.P. Nando, and he's part of my movement now. You know what I'm saying? His name will forever live on.
That's nice. That's what music should do. It should forever live on.
Always.
So what are you most excited about working on right now?
I got the mixtape out. My biggest thing right now is to get more fans, core fans, like real fans, real numbers. A lot of people know the music industry. A lot of the numbers are buffered. You know what I'm saying? My biggest thing is just showing I got that major fan base. Like I said, everybody follow me on Instagram, BattleRoyal727, that's my Twitter. Download the mixtape, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you send your email address to me. You can put the address on the bottom here, but it's BeenLivingOffWealth@gmail.com. I'll mail you a copy for free, a couple copies. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy right now since I dropped the tape. Because I was always working for the last 2 years, year and a half, going everywhere, touching everybody. But my fan base definitely came alive when I dropped the tape. I've had other projects. This is my first real project, solid project. Definitely almost like an album, definitely a street album. So other than that, my biggest thing right now is just getting everyone on the tape, pushing it from there.
Do you have a favorite track?
I got a couple, All the Time, 13, Gossip. I would say Gossip, I have a lot on my chest a lot of times. If anybody knows me, they know I speak from my music. Especially people that are really around me every day, know what I go through, you know what I'm saying? They can tell what I'm talking about in my music. So I just leave it all on the music, man. So if you don't know me, listen to my music, because you're going to get to know me.
And one thing that is true about Blow, he is true to what he says he is. He lives it. He's definitely about that life. Not many things have changed with Blow other than his career has progressed drastically since I have been watching him for probably the past 3 years when I first noticed him on Facebook and I started following him. And I watched him for like a solid year before I contacted him to tell him that I had been watching him and how much I had seen him grow and progress in that short amount of time. Been through many different CDs, many different songs. Physical appearance, of course, is constantly changing.
Gotta change, man. Gotta be different every year. Gotta keep talking. So, I do this, man. Trendsetter, definitely a trendsetter.
Always with the funky haircut.
Yeah, the difference is, I used to be a barber, so I do a lot of different stuff. I changing my style up all the time. Keep the people wondering what's coming from Blow. I keep them on their toes. I remember when you hit me up the first time, though, I was chilling in the crib. You hit me up on Facebook, say you were in the airport. You wanted to jam that all I do is ball me in front of my talent. Shout out Coach Boys, Diddy, French, what up? I'm trying to get that video shot this year for another big record up there on the mixtape.
So, tattoos, what's the new ink?
I say my hands. It says easier to dream a dream, but harder to live it.
That's true.
What I mean, my favorite tattoos are definitely my grandma's face. She both died of cancer about 3 years ago. You'll hear that gossip record. I talk about that. My grandma's dying. I talk about my dad dying. You know what I'm saying? My cousin died at 26, too young to die. So never this out of my head.
All the glory and fortune wouldn't mean a thing.
If to attain it would mean I had to change. Sorry, I changed. So it's pretty much, telling me to myself. It's a message to myself. Like people, say I changed or this I didn't change. It to myself. Like I always got to keep growing as a person, as an artist. So I'm always changing. So to obtain what I want in my dreams, it mean I had to change. It's kind of like ironic saying sorry I changed. So people, that I might have hurt down this thing. A lot of times I had to learn this year to put myself first. You know what I mean? You can't always do what everyone wants you to do. You know, you gotta do you. People are gonna like you for you. They're not gonna like you for what you're trying to be. I'm gonna blow 24/7, 365.
Is that something you feel like being an independent artist you have an advantage of, where you can say what you want, wear what you want, rock how you want, whereas if you were signed to a major label, you would be told what to do and when to do it?
I mean, it all depends what you're doing it for. Like I said, I'm saying, shout out all the majors right now. I'm talking a lot of majors. You know what I'm saying? So by any means, when I say I want to not get in the game and do what they want me to do, because it's always about building your craft and going to the next level you want. That's how far you want to go. I definitely, you know, I feel like I'm a boss, you know. So I want to always have control of what I got going on. But if you have a good idea, I'm going to listen to it. But definitely independent artist, you know, I can do something, and if it's not going to work, I can always just change it and try to do something different. You lose a lot of money doing that as an independent artist, though, compared to a major behind you. You know, their money's going to stick. You're going to keep going. But there's a lot of people out here right now with major deals you never heard of. And independent artists are really the ones coming up that you're hearing about, so they're independent. So I definitely like being independent. You know what I mean? End of the day, fans are free. So I had to learn that. You know, when I first came in the game, I came in throwing money around. You know, Lambos, big chains, diamonds. This year I kind of humble myself, sit back and really just give it to the fans. Yeah, you can get the bullet turned up like that, but I'm gonna give you the regular bow on turn. Definitely feel like putting more into my craft.
You're growing just in a different manner.
Yeah.
Seems like you've matured personally and professionally a lot over this past year.
Seen a lot of stuff. You gotta grow with the growth. You ain't gonna grow. You know what I'm saying? One's sitting around and hoping to wishing. So, you know, my biggest thing, like I said, getting real core fans. You know what I mean? One thing about me, my fans notice I talk back to everybody. You know what I mean? That's me on Instagram. That's me on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? I got 2 phones, iPad. You know what I'm saying? With MacBook, I'm on all the time. They call me Steve Jobs. You know what I'm saying? Listen to Steve Jobs on the mixtape too. You know what I'm saying? Just like that's the name I got. I'm always on the computer. I'm always texting, tweeting. I feel like I gotta respond back to everybody. And I hope as the level goes, I can always write everybody back. You know? If I get to where I'm going, I can't sit around and write 20,000 people back every day. You know what I mean? But I can try to do as much as I can. My biggest thing is about empowering people. You know what I mean? The people that start a week when day one and still around.
What are you looking forward to most for the near future?
Being on top. I see myself, like, from where I saw myself 2 years ago to now, it's crazy. Growth, you know what I mean? Just from coming in the music game, I always did music, but when I do something, I really say I'm gonna do it. You know, I really put all my time and effort into it. You know what I'm saying? I remember, Shawty T is ironically in the studio. He's really the one that gave me the main push where I started rapping. All my friends were rapping. I was pushing them, and I always did it, but it wasn't serious. And one day I was just telling them I wanted to rap. I really wanted to pursue it. But when I was a kid, I always wanted to be a rapper in a bar. In the back of my mind, I never did it. I went to college, tried to play basketball. You know, I went through all the ups and downs, you know, in and out of school, flunking out. And it wasn't for me. I was too busy wondering where the money was, where the females were. So then I jumped in the barbershop where you could be tatted pretty much. Stay fly, so I was, you know, good at cutting the hair. And then from there, I remember I was in club scene one night and I was told him to start rapping. He was like, do it. Came in here and I dropped nothing funny. Set the city on fire. Shout out Screw. You know, and that video was glass. He's really big. You know, the baddest chicks in the city in there, the baddest whips. Turned up. I mean, everything in that video is owned, not rented. So, you know, can't live in our world. It's a fact.
So I know you've done a lot with rap, hip hop. You've pretty much covered a lot. You've worked with a lot of major artists. You've done a lot of collaborations. What's different? What's going to be different in the future? Years coming, I hear there's a little bit of change going on.
Yeah, I wouldn't say like it's change. It's just that I think people are so stuck in their own mind that you got to be that dude that I can give you this, I can give you that, I can give you what you want. I have a DJ hit me up like, well, I'm not feeling that, and this is all I want to play. This is the crowd I got, so I'm gonna give you that crowd. You know what I'm saying? I got people, like I said, like, you know, type of artists I don't work with. When I work with them, I take more than just a feature. I take their movement, I see how they work, how they work in the studio. You know, it's a blessing to be around artists like Little Dirt, Fresh Montana, Young Scooter, Haitian Fresh. I know my dog Haitian Fresh. You know, first squad, he's on the Walker. Haitian Fresh really doing his thing. So I mean him, you know, coming out of Florida together. We got a whole mixtape dropping. You know what I mean? I just went ahead and leak that right now. A lot of people don't know we're working on a whole mixtape. I actually met him a couple times, but he came through my video, Little Dirt, in Miami. We really, you know, chopped it up. We got a lot of stuff going on. Fresh Montana, obviously, you know, great to work with. Pretty much the change is gonna be like growing as an artist. You're gonna see more from me. Like, you know, like I said, I went overseas. You know, I did a couple shows in Costa Rica, so I got a lot of like Spanish trap music coming. And a lot of artists I'm working with. You know, a couple people that I'm talking to right now. You know, they're my homies like Akon. You know, so I definitely see that type of Akon a lot, and he likes my music. You know, and shows me a lot of love. And, like John Wall. John Wall. On the dunk contest, shout out John Wall. Pretty much, like, I see how music's grown. I'm reaching them different kind of people. You know, it's kind of crazy when I'm sitting back on my phone and my idols are on my phone, and it's not me talking to like someone who's talking to you personally. You know what I mean? So,
that's when you know you've made an impact and that you've done enough on the hustle, that you've made an impression, that these people know you're real and they take you serious.
Yeah, one thing they can definitely say, there's no artist in Florida works harder than me. I'm definitely one of the top 3 artists coming out of the South, for rookies and new school coming out the South, you know, but I'm giving you a lot. I got that, you know, LA swag, I got that down South swag. I can switch it up, I can do what I want. I'm like a chameleon. Like I said, like the new music, I got a lot of, you know, trap music coming, like always, because, you know, from the South, that's what we breathe, you know, trap music. Everybody riding around, want to slam the music in their car, riding big wheels, this and that. And then I got, you know what I'm saying, dubstep, EDM. You know, I mean, I'm working with a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to get over to Germany, Canada, what's up? They show me a lot of love on the Instagram and the viral sites. You know, World Star did like, I want to say, over 30 million views last year on World Star, about 10, 12 different videos. Last year I performed on HBO Boxing, shout out Don King. You know, we performed HBO Boxing out in LA, that was crazy for me. Just definitely go out in Atlanta, you know, shout out everybody in Atlanta too. It's not like I just focus on Atlanta, but everybody says Atlanta's the market right now. So for me to go out to Atlanta and start working like that, you know, they showed a lot of love. So shout out Coalition DJs again. Orlando showed me a lot of love. Beecham, Richie Rich showed me a lot of love, as we know. You know, and just right now I'm just getting the city behind me. You know, a lot of people who didn't know Blow or they did know Blow, now they're getting to know about Blow and get to know what I'm standing for. I'm all about movement as a city. You know, the city's too big, not to have, I see too much talent. So, you know, I can bring the lights over.
So we're gonna jump in the box and hear you record a little bit. Tell me a little bit about this song we're gonna be working on today.
I got a couple songs coming right now. This is definitely some EDM. I got a whole EDM mixtape coming out. I'm working with a lot of artists from Germany and a lot of different DJs. That's the difference about that lane, that house music, and you know what I'm saying, that kind of pretty much house trap is about DJs. It's not about artists. It's pretty much the DJs, and they get people who don't want some, you know, making the beats and stuff. I work with a lot of them, and then I'm gonna work on a couple hip hop tracks and stuff. Everything off BeenLivingOffWealth, you know, too. Which probably won't drop for a minute. You know what I mean? I got tracks ain't gonna be the problem. I got over 300-400 recorded songs already. I do music, all I do, I breathe this. And the grind ain't gonna be the problem. You know what I mean?
Well, we talk about it, and let's get in the box and be about it. Let's see what we got.
Good work. All right, turn it up.
Yeah, it's right there. No.
This one?
Yeah. Hold on. Watch it.
Daylight come and me want go. Shit, what the fuck? Man, y'all bitches stood. They don't wanna go home. What y'all on Molly? They don't wanna go home.
Okay.
I gotta get the fuck up out of here. Partied all night, I'm about to piss out this rum. Woke up in the morning, I thought these bitches was gone. One was rocking my chain, her friend was loading my gun. They still smell like the dope, girls just wanna have fun. I think they're losing their mind, they cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Stacy was pulling up and Felicia was rolling blunts. They pillow fighting in the room with the music up. Drinking out the bottle, blowing smoke, they don't give a fuck. These bitches highly deadly like some tarantulas. Trying to hold me back, I got a flight to Los Angeles. Xanax bars got them stuck in the zone. I put on that Drake song to try to make them go home. They smoking, they drinking, they don't wanna go home. They smoking, they drinking, they don't wanna go home. They like a man, they don't wanna go home. These bitches don't wanna go.
If I'm stressing you out, why don't you go? You're wasting your time with your lies, oh. You've been breaking me down, now it's enough, 'cause you'll do it again and again, oh. I hope that you'll be gone soon, I can't take no more, oh no. I'll never fall for your lies again, oh. I will never fall for your lies again, oh. You shot me right in the face with a shotgun. Bang. You shot me right in the face with a shotgun. Bang. You shot me right in the, you shot me right in the, you shot me right in the face with a shotgun.
She shot me dead up in in the face with a shotgun. She shot me dead up in the face with a shotgun. With a shotgun. With a shotgun.
She shot me dead up in the face with a shotgun.
I swear to God she don't listen. I swear to God she be tripping. I'm not gonna try to prove to you that you is what I'm missing. All you say is I'll bring you down, but what about the days I held you down? Yeah, I held you down.